Hey everybody, and welcome to this, an introduction to Crossplane. My name is Chris Hanson. I work for a company called RXM. We're a cloud native consulting shop. We're going to talk about some of our expertise with Crossplane, hopefully get everybody started. So first off, Crossplane provides active state enforcement. So unlike these other infrastructure as code tools like the aforementioned Ansible, Terraform, OpenTofu, those types, Crossplane uses the notion of the Kubernetes control loop to keep things in sync. So it's doing active state enforcement, whereas opposed to something like Ansible, Terraform on their own, right? Ansible's an executable and you can run it on a schedule, but that's different from something like Crossplane that's actually using the control loop methodology or functionality from Kubernetes and keeping external resources in sync, like it does with normal Kubernetes objects. Two would be the ability to unify a control plane. Instead of a bunch of back-end cloud APIs, we can use Kubernetes API to rule them all. This simplifies things like access controls to just the Kubernetes API. We don't have to give users access to both Kubernetes for their Kubernetes resources and then the cloud backends to create and manage their cloud resources. We can just use the Kubernetes API and allow them to create both things. As well, it's cloud agnostic. There are ways to create cloud resources with Kubernetes in the various clouds. Amazon AC, for example, comes to mind. But that's Amazon specific, something that you can only use within Amazon. And each one of the three clouds, Google Cloud, Microsoft, AWS, have their own way of doing this, but then you're also using that cloud provider's way of doing things. So with Crossplane, we're cloud agnostic. And so abstracting away the details of whatever cloud we're connecting to makes using multi-cloud much easier, right? I can define services, I can define Crossplane resources in a cloud agnostic way within Crossplane, and then allow the machinery of Crossplane to go and reach out to whatever cloud or clouds I'm working with and deploy those things the way that the cloud wants them deployed, but without exposing those things to the user. This also allows a user to move their workload from one cloud to another with little to zero modification. And of course, because we're talking about Kubernetes, right? Kubernetes has a large ecosystem. This enables things like GitOps workflows for both Kubernetes workloads as well as cloud resources, right? We've got all the same tooling that we're using. If you're using Argo CD, you can still use that with this. If you're using any other systems that work with Kubernetes, because these Crossplane resources become Kubernetes resources, you can use it with Crossplane as well. And then it also allows platform operators to build opinionated control planes that allows them to offer essentially APIs that are tailored to the unique orchestration needs of the organization.